In today's editorial, I'd like to say thank you. So I'm going to throw up this image of my Jerry Bear just to remind all of you who the fuck you're dealing with. Yes, thank you to Tom Mitchell, Debbie Carver, and the fat boy, Milk Tyson, for illustrating the point that I've been trying to make for ages. Narcissism wins. 3 people who make no secret on social media that they think they're God's gift to cancer kids demonstrates their narcissism in ways that actually makes me feel, well, respected, I guess. And here's why I come to this conclusion. Now, for those of you who may not have recognized, one of my editorials was removed by YouTube for being in violation of YouTube's terms and policies. The name of the video was called The Unspoken Disease, which outlined and highlighted the narcissism that has taken hold of childhood cancer advocacy. The video lived on my channel for about 4 or 5 days and had a grand total of 44 views before YouTube cut off the oxygen supply. When I had discovered that the video had been taken down, I laughed. I wasn't in any way upset or disheartened by this. I had taken it as a badge of honor because what better way to prove my point about narcissism than to have a video removed by 3 of the biggest narcissists in the childhood cancer demographic? That's what we call a self-fulfilling prophecy, art in motion. And I'm absolutely thrilled to know that my point was proven. The points I had made in that video about those 3 were obviously true, otherwise the video would still be on my channel. It's amazing how no one else can see the irony in this, or if they do, they turn a blind eye to it and say, nope, not my master. My master is perfect. My master puts on a fantastic display of a flawless lifestyle on social media by playing God to children with cancer, and everything they say is true and accurate because of the verification badge next to their name. Right, because getting a select handful of kids on the Ellen DeGeneres show was such a huge help. When a child isn't feeling well, just call Tom Mitchell, someone without credentials, medical expertise, or licensure to prescribe medicine. Just his presence alone magically makes everything better. Or you can just be like Debbie Carver and have your name attached to everything for the credit. Yeah, that's the one thing that these 3 jackass morons have in common. They prioritize their public image over actually physically doing something. It's amazing how they carry on and make claims that cancer children are their #1 priority, and yet they constantly and continuously come second to their starving egos. What they're really saying is, your children come first for my attention-seeking ploy to be #1. Just look at their social media profiles. The world revolves around them, and if their names aren't being publicly glorified daily for even the most trivial, minuscule things, they're not satisfied. They care more about how they look to the world versus what they actually do to help someone in need. You're probably someone who worships the ground that any of these 3 vanity leeches walks on. Why, I'll never know. You're willingly buying into repetitious narcissistic behavior, time and time again, and it's only getting worse. What is it about someone who is just so amazing that they use other people's children for fodder for their ego? Well, Jared, they do wonderful things for children. Yeah, okay, so do I, but you don't see me prancing around like I'm king shit. I don't play God to children battling horrific diseases. I don't use sick and dying children to grandstand myself for being amazing just because I sat at bedside while they watched Peppa Pig. For crying out loud, Tom Mitchell had recently stated that he wants to be the first person to run a race after a lofty injury. Tom, why? Why is this so important to you? Oh fuck, why bother? I know why he's doing this. His public image is his #1 priority, and the children come second. If children came first, this wouldn't be so important to him. Doesn't that tell you people anything about this guy? Does this not scream narcissism? I've done plenty to help families of cancer warriors, but I don't think I'm more morally superior for having done so, and I'm definitely not trying to top, outnumber, or exceed other people in some vicious competition. I'm equal to these children. I'm equal in the sense that I have more of a personal relevance to the lives and situations of these children than they do. And while I can easily posture myself as some kind of grand poobah, I choose not to. And that's the point of this editorial. Silencing me won't make you any better of a person. Between Tom Mitchell, Milk Tyson, Debbie Carver, and myself, only one of us has personal understanding of childhood cancer. Only one of us can directly relate to the situations that these children are in. Only one of us has had chemotherapy and radiation traveling through our bodies. That one person is me. And between the four of us, I am the only one with the most direct relevance to these kids. It isn't an honor or a privilege to go through things like this, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. But even with that being said, I'm not lording superiority over the other three. I'm stating facts, the things that serve no purpose to Tom, Milk, or Debbie. So in closing, I say thank you to the other three. Thank you for proving my point. I know it wasn't a difficult thing to do because you want it all for yourselves. Hey, I can forgive, but your narcissism doesn't.